I had 100,000 followers on Instagram today, and that's a goal I've been working towards for the last like 8-9 months, and I've always kind of dreamed of having it. But I also kind of realized like it's just a number, you know? And at the end of the day, it is just a number. Milestones are just numbers, and I was the same person I was at 999,000 or 99,999 followers than I am at 101,000. You know, like it's the same person, and obviously it's great to consciously acknowledge your milestones and your efforts to be putting in good things, but most people, they'll hit that and then they'll hit a plateau and they'll get complacent, or in their business they're going to, you know, slowly taper off and think that it's time to rest. Okay, that's simply not the case. I've seen a lot of people, and especially not only people that I know, but people that are aspiring people, aspiring business owners, people who want to really just like dig their feet in and set in stone who they are in an industry. And they hit 50K, they hit 100K a month, and then they fuck off. And I was talking about, so I'm staying at a cool house, and there's like a little lounge on the roof, and me and my buddies were up there smoking cigars last night, and I was talking to them, and I was like, guys, I'm at 99,000 and 99.7 or 6,000 followers right now. I'll probably hit 100K tomorrow. And I was like, I'm so excited, but I also know that a part of me is going to get complacent, because what's after 100K? A million. That's 10x. That is 10x. That is such a long journey, and that's why most YouTubers quit. You look at like I'm a finance, whatever, online business kind of guy, but like that's why most YouTubers quit. How many YouTubers hit 10 mil? Not many, because there's no 5 mil plaque, and 5 mil is just the same amount of figures. So it's like most dudes, they'll hit a mil on YouTube and they'll fuck off. And the biggest thing is just not getting complacent. And you know how you don't get fucking complacent is you become an inputs based person, and you solely focus on just putting in that your non-negotiables every single day, right? Like if somebody asks me, Smith, what's your schedule? How do you schedule out your days and your work? And I'm like, dude, I don't schedule out my days. I don't schedule out my work. I go by like a day. I plan like 2 days ahead. Like anytime I go travel. When I went to London, you know what I did? It was 4 p.m. the day before. I booked my fucking first class flight, and then I flew out 11 a.m. the next day. That is, I mean, not only does it really kind of show you the fucking advantages of being free, not only financially, geographically, but also time-wise, it also just fucking is, it's like, that is insane. The fact that if you don't know who I am, I guess if you're new to the channel, you're watching this video, I'm 17. I dropped out of high school in sophomore year. 10th grade, year 10 for people who are in the UK, bruv. But I dropped out of high school as a youth, fam, as a younger. I dropped out at year 10. Can you fucking believe that, bruv? Now, I'm chilling in fucking this gaff. All right, I'm sorry, I'll stop. But I'm chilling in this house, and I was telling these guys, I was like, you have to become a fucking inputs based person. You have to be focused on just doing things every single day. I don't care about the output. I only care about solely the input, which is why I get more of the output. That's the fucking name of the game. I don't give a shit about, oh, we made this much money today. I don't give a fuck if we made no money for 2 weeks straight. I know if I put in outputs for 14 days in a fucking row, I'm gonna get the biggest output. I made fucking almost $8,000 today, and I barely did shit. I woke up after going to bed at 1 a.m., I went to get fucking coffee. I took some calls. I had a one-on-one client pull up to the villa, and I helped him out in person. And then I hit 100,000 followers on Instagram, took some more calls, went to the gym, got fucking ordered food, and now I'm going to have more food. Like I mean, to be honest, as far as like 14-hour workdays ago, and putting this shit in, like, I'm hammering, dude, that's not the case. It's high leverage. Anybody who makes money, they are high leverage people. They don't give a fuck about, most people, it's not about doing everything, it's about doing the right things. Okay, a genius isn't a person who does everything, it's a person that does the right things. It's the Einstein quote, and that's very much so true. It's also a Warren Buffett quote. It doesn't matter how hard you row, it matters what boat you're fucking in. Because a lot of you guys are rowing your hardest, But you're in the wrong fucking boat, my friend. You're in the Titanic. You're in the fucking unsinkable ship. You're chilling with Jack and Rose on a fucking door that's sinking, and you have hypothermia. Lock the fucking. All right, I'm sorry. That was a retarded tangent. But like, seriously, I make roughly a little over in September. We did 74,000 around there. I'd say safely we'll call it 70 on the dot. $70,000 in 30 days at 17 years old. Most people are like, wow, I'm just a fucking guy. Numbers are just numbers. That's not how life is. It's just numbers on a fucking screen. Like, I know Tate talks about this, but it's like, you don't have any money, but it's fake, so that you should be pissed off you don't fucking have any. And that's so true. That is so true. There are people less qualified than you making more money than you. I've seen people in front of my fucking eyes, absolute retards with no work ethic and no IQ, who go from $0 to $50,000 to $100,000 a month in fucking 4 months. And they're retarded. But you know what? They just do what the fuck they need to do. And I was talking about this with the guy I went to coffee with this morning. I was like, bro, the one deciding factor of people who succeed or not are just doing the shit. Is doing the fucking work. It's just doing it. That's all it is. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when, and most people are so focused on the when. You're like, oh, in 10 months I'm going to hit 10K, or in 6 months I'm going to hit 10K a month, and this one, shut the fuck up and just do the shit. You cannot lose, you can only quit. That is the best fucking mental framework you can have for absolutely anything. You cannot lose, you can only quit. And that's the fucking reality of anything. Of everything. You can't lose, you can only quit. If you do something for long enough, you're going to see results. If you chip away at a fucking concrete wall with your fingernail for 10,000 years, you're gonna make a fucking dent. So what do you think's gonna happen what's the worst case scenario if you work on a fucking business? You have more experience than the average college graduate? My worst case scenario is most people's best case scenario. I want you guys to fucking understand that. Like, hypothetically, let's say I put all of my fucking life savings and my net worth and I sell my watch and everything, and I put this shit on a roulette table on fucking black. And I lose it all. I have experience. I have knowledge. My axe is sharp enough to where I can cut down any fucking tree I need. Most people, their best case scenario is my worst case scenario. Worst case scenario, I gotta get a fucking job. And I make more than a college graduate because of the experience I have. The average college graduate from 1983 made more money than the average college graduate from 2024. And that's with inflation. Is that not fucking crazy? The thing is your parents, they live in a different world than you did. It is completely different. What worked for your great-grandparents is not going to work now. You look at millennials who went to fucking business, whatever. They're doing that, like they're learning business from a business professor who's never owned a fucking business. And then they stay poor. They're in debt. They want to fucking kill themselves. They're fat and depressed. Like, no shit. Is this better lighting? I think it is. No fucking shit. It just doesn't make sense how people are still falling for this shit. I hate to sound like one of these escape the matrix kind of guys, right? I don't want to be one of those dudes. But it's like, you can't look at these millennials or people who have gone down that path, and they're in such a shitty spot. It doesn't look very safe to me. You're stepping on fucking nails with your shoe on. Doesn't matter. The nail's still fucking poking your foot. Doesn't matter how safe you are. You know, it's like, you're still going to bleed. You're still going to fucking get tetanus, bro. I think you guys got so pissed off. There's like I said, there's people that are more stupid than you that are making more money than you. Cardi B is worth 8 figures, probably 9 figures, and she's richer than me. That pisses me the fuck off. So if you don't know what I do e-commerce, selling products online direct to consumers. And then I also have an education company. And that's where my money comes from. And people always talk about market saturation or product saturation. It's so bullshit. It is so bullshit. Because there was a guy who was trying to do e-commerce, right? And he was trying to sell a product in his home country. I'm not going to say what the product is or anything. Don't worry. But he was trying to sell a product. It is very saturated in the US market, but he posted, this was organic, which is, if you don't know what organic is, it's basically just posting videos on a social media platform to drive traffic to sales. And essentially, he was posting videos of this physical product on TikTok. And it was a very saturated product in the US niche, but he posted it in a different niche in Europe that spoke a different language. And he made $12,000. And that's strictly because, and I'll say this all the fucking time. Sorry, I have dirt on my hands or dust. But a product saturation is only defined in the market you view it in. You can't look at the worlds don't have. It's not not like one fucking supercontinent. Okay, business is not Pangea. Okay, there's different markets for different places. Shit, even different markets for different states, age groups, countries, continents, different languages. So if you're a fucking 14-year-old from Latvia and you want to start some drop shipping store, look at what worked in the US. Don't fucking try and drop tip to the US. This shit is saturated as fuck. I like, there's so much opportunity people are missing out on because they think they have to follow the steps that everybody else took. If you're gonna fucking follow, if you're going to be normal, you're gonna get normal results. Does that make sense? You can't expect to do what everyone else does and not expect to get what everyone else has got. You can't fucking, like, 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. It is not going to change. The universe is not going to change the rule. That is always how it's been for the fucking history of ever. It's not going to fucking change. So if you want to get crazy results, you want to get exceptional results, you want to get abnormal results, then normal is it used to be the least thing from normal. You should be fucking, or you should be mentally, you should be autistic about shit. I used to fucking sit in the back of my class watching Iman Gadzi podcasts. I used to fucking sit in the hallway. I used to sit in the hallway of my fucking high school, literally like this. I used to sit in the fucking hallway of my high school like this on my fucking laptop working. Nobody fucking talked to me. Nobody fucking talked to me. But I got this shit done. I made this shit work. I dropped out of high school and the same people that are fucking were making fun of me back then are asking me for fucking questions now. So I don't give a shit. You don't want to fucking do the hard work, don't expect to get the good results. People want to taste the fucking coconut, but don't want to fucking climb the tree to get it. It's so stupid. Like I said earlier, it is the fucking work, bro. Just put in the fucking work, please. My mic cut out there. But I had somebody ask me the other day. He's like a dude. He's one of my friends, and he does like a growth operating business, which is, if you know, if you don't, then I'm not going to really care to explain. But he goes, Smith, why do you give out so much stuff for free? Because to be fair, I give out a good amount of value for free. Like, my whole goal for my YouTube is like make my free stuff better than everybody else's paid stuff, like all their fucking courses and shit. So he asked me, Smith, why do you give all your shit out for free? And you know what I told him? I told him my bag of notes is so full, I could not hand out every single one to each person on the fucking planet. I'd still have notes left over. I'd still have fucking knowledge for myself. I could make a YouTube video for 30 minutes every single fucking day until the day I die of old age. Until I start getting arthritis in my fucking hands, so I can't work on my laptop any fucking more. And I'd still have shit left over. You gotta give. You get what you give. And that not only like philanthropy or whatever. That's not what that. I'm talking about the more you fucking put in, the more you fucking get out. 1 + 1 is always going to equal 2. If I put 1 and I do another 1, it comes 2. So if you were to put in 5 and you were to put in 5, you get 10. What are you doing? Does that make sense? Like, but put in more, dude. You like. I hate this. I see so many people talk about want to get rich and they want to do this, but then they play fucking video games, bro. It's like, what are you doing? 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 Talking about getting rich, but you want to play fucking video games for 20 minutes a day. That 20 minutes a day is that piece of resistance that's going to fucking kill you. When it comes to tasks, a lot of people, they attach too much emotion to the single task that they need to do. They put too much emotion towards fucking, realistically, right? What's working? The work. Sounds hard. Not really. You're just sitting on your desk typing on a fucking laptop. It's not that hard, right? Going in the sauna. Oh no, because it's gonna be hot, and I have to breathe, and I have to focus on my breath work, and I have to go there for 20 minutes, and I have to track it, and it's dog, I'm just sitting down. I'm just sitting down in another place that happens to be hot, and there happens to be old dudes swinging their cocks around me. It's not that hard. It's just the action of sitting down. People tie their emotions to small actions, and the more you tie an emotion to a task or an action, you're going to add excess potential, or you're going to add resistance to it. So then you're not going to do it. And it's going to seem harder. Like, just do shit. Like, I always say take action. Like, always just jump in the deep end. People are planning. They don't fucking do shit. Like, that's super true. Just do shit. If you did everything, you're going to find something that works. I'm not saying try everything, but I'm saying, like, you want to start a business, stick to the one business. If you tried everything in that business, if it hasn't worked out, then you haven't tried everything. Very simple. Or you haven't tried everything long enough. People say, if I could tell myself at 15 one simple thing, I would tell myself, stick to one guy. Stick to one fucking dude. And I'm not saying this because you should subscribe to me and watch all my YouTube videos and buy my course. But I'm seriously saying this, stick to one fucking person. Because so many people, they get lost in the bullshit of, like, you know, they watch like 80 different guys all on YouTube, and they generalize the knowledge. And when you generalize knowledge, it dissipates. So what you want to do is you want to centralize your knowledge to one specific source, whether it be a program, an individual, a person, a coach, whatever the fuck that may be. You want to centralize your knowledge to one specific source. Therefore, you're centralizing it. There's no contradictions. There's no value discrepancies. There's no nothing. So see, if I have guy A and I have guy B, and they both make $1 million a month in the industry that I want to get involved in, and guy A says something great and it's valuable, it's fantastic, it's insightful, and so does guy B, if they contradict each other, I'm not going to retain anything. I'm not going to retain a single fucking ounce of what they said. Both of them could have had great fucking ideas, and both of them could have been very insightful, but if it's contradicting each other, I'm not going to retain anything. And that's the biggest fucking mistake most people do. They go and watch 1,000 different YouTubers. It only took one iceberg to sink the Titanic, so you can get 1 million different dudes giving you fantastic fucking advice, like me. But then you could also have this one retard who gives you a shady piece of advice and then sinks your ship. That's the name of the fucking game. That is the name of the fucking game. People will learn from everybody. You need to find one person and stick to that one person. And obviously some people are going to have different inputs and different insights on what I just said. But that's my personal opinion. I'm not saying that, just to clarify again, I'm not saying that, oh, you got to watch all my shit. But seriously, find one person, find somebody you resonate with and somebody's worldview, you like, and stick to that person. It's like religion. It's not religion, but it's like, you see what I'm saying? It's like, you need to fucking treat it like your girlfriend, bro. It's like a partnership. Like, don't go out and watch a bunch of other dudes because you're not going to really get any value from it. The biggest thing I've seen is people live in accordance to, like, other people's perceptions, opinions of themselves. People live in accordance to other people's lives. So they, like, here's the thing. If I asked you right now, if every single human being on earth except you thought that the clothes you wore, the music you listened to, the people you hung out with, the things that you liked, and all your hobbies were gay as fuck, would you still be doing them? Chances are, probably not. Chances are, you live your life in accordance to other people. You listen to music that other people like, or other people like, or people accept you because you listen to that music. You don't listen to the fucking music you want to listen to. I listen to specific kinds of music, and people are like, dude, what the fuck is this? I'm like, I like this music. And then I get other people that are like, bro, I love this guy. Who cares? Who gives a fuck? If you are loved by everybody, you are respected by nobody. Fucking stand that. I'm going to get people in my YouTube comments that hate. I don't give a shit. Hate always comes from below, but, like, I'm going to get more people that fucking show me love because I've helped out a lot of fucking people. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, you really sit down and be like, why do I like the shit I like? Is it because I genuinely fucking like it, or is it because other people accept me for liking it? Does that make sense? Do I listen to the music I listen to and wear the clothes I wear because I'm accepted? I dress like a fucking boring person because I don't really care about, like, cool clothes. This shirt was $11. These pants were fucking $20. But then I'm got a $2,000 camera, $4,000 MacBook, cool house, watch. So who gives a fuck? Who really gives a shit? I like the shit I like, and I do the shit I like to do because I want to fucking do it, not because I think I'm going to get validation and exception from other fucking people for doing it. Like, my window's right here. I can fucking see out of people are driving by. This is one of the fucking busiest streets. People are gonna be driving fucking by, and people are gonna be like, who's this little teenager in this fucking house yelling at his fucking camera with a ring light with nobody fucking next to him? Don't give a fuck. Who fucking cares? We all die. All of our opinions and all of our perceptions on reality die with us. Nobody cares about what you did 100 years ago. Who fucking gives a shit? Like I said, live the life you want to fucking live. It's going to be fucking corny at the start. You're going to be the fucking weirdo. You're going to be the fucking guy sitting in the back of the corner doing your own shit. You're going to be the fucking dude that everybody clowns on. But every single fucking, I'm not going to knock anybody if you're starting a business. I'm not, like, same thing that fucking Arnold Schwarzenegger's not going to fucking, knock a fat dude for getting in the gym. Everybody's fucking been there, dude. So you don't, like, people think it's, people like, oh, I don't want to, like, please just do what you want to fucking do. If you want the benefits of starting a business, do a fucking business. If you like music, then do fucking music. Like, it's so glorified. That's what okay, to get into the business part, it's so glorified starting a fucking online business nowadays. You're not Andrew Tate. You fucking 14-year-old idiot. You're not Andrew fucking Tate. And I know that sounds stupid because look at fucking me recording this video, but it's like, it's not that simple. It's hard. You have to genuinely enjoy the insights and the process and the fucking journey of actually starting a fucking business. People want to do business because it's glorified. The lifestyle of a business owner is glorified. They don't want to fucking sit on their laptop for 2 weeks straight and do 14 hours. I went to London because I did 14-hour days for 2 weeks fucking straight. My brain was fried and I needed a fucking break. So what did I do? I went to London. I watched the Euros. Okay? Watched the final. Well, unfortunately we lost. But it was fun. And I got the fucking break I needed. So now I can lock back in. So that's what I'm saying. Don't fucking live your life in accordance to other people because that's how you fucking kill yourself. Like, that's how people, like, you're so self-conscious. Like, dude, who gives a fuck? Everybody's opinions die with them. Do what you want to do. So without further ado, I'm going to end this off here. Who knows if I post this? Maybe I rewatch this tomorrow and I think this is retarded and I don't even post it. Maybe I'll record another video later. Without further ado, I thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to join DRM, we took a guy from homeless to 10K a month. We took a guy from 10K to 60K. Like, there's just going to be the case studies on case studies down below. If you want to work one-on-one with me, book a call down below. If you want to join DRM, the link will be there as well. Just watch the little video at the top. I basically cover everything inside. Follow me on Instagram. I just hit 100K this morning. I'm so hyped about that. At Real Smith Reese. Make sure to drop a subscribe and me a comment if you're feeling cheeky. Remember, God loves you. God did. And stay blessed.